Okay, I just happen to have a engine light on, and I checked it. It is a PO303, and I'm about to look into it. Okay, I just went and had this looked at, and looks like I either have a bad spark plug at spark plug number 3, or I got a bad coil pack. Is what it's saying. So I need, if the number 3 spark plug is out, that means that you need to replace your ignition coil. So first thing I need to do is check the number 3 spark plug, and then try it to see if that'll fix the check engine light. If not, then it's the ignition coil that needs to be replaced. So let me look into it and see what I can do. Okay, if you have a code PO303, check the number 3 spark plug right here. This is 1, 2, 3, and I think this is a 6, 4, 5. I think that's what it is. So it's this spark plug, and this one is in the back. It's the first one in the back on this side right here. Check that spark plug first. If that's not the problem, then it's got to be a bad coil pack. It's got to be one of the two. So I'm going to check that spark plug first. I got some extra spark plugs right here. Check to see if it's going to solve the problem. And if that doesn't solve the problem, then I might check my other spark plugs up front. If that's not the problem, then I have to have a bad coil pack right here. I have to change out my coil pack. Okay, actually I pulled the wrong relay. It wasn't this one. It's this one right here. So you pull this one out right here. It's this one right here. I'll put this one back. So this one right next to this. So go ahead and pull that out and try to start it, but it won't start. It'll let the fuel run out of the fuel rail. Okay, here I go. It should start, or maybe it won't start. Okay. So you let it run out like that, and it should be fine. Okay, the next thing you do is pull off the negative battery cable. Then after that, you can pull this shield off right here. Pull this off right here. Okay, leave that on. Pull this off right here. Take the plug off right here on the map sensor. Then unplug this right here for the air filter. I'll remove this whole piece right here. So you can take that and put it aside for right now. So I'll just put it down here, out of the way. So you should also have a 8mm at the bottom right here. I think it's pull that off right there, 8mm, and it should be a 13mm down here. Okay, go ahead and pull this off. It snaps right off right here. Okay, take this right here and put it aside. Put it right there. Okay, it's a better view right here. Okay. It's an 8mm bolt right there. Pull that off. And it should be a 13 down here. some have them, some don't. Okay, make sure to pull off your negative battery cable and get it out of the way. Like that right there, and put it down after you remove the air filter right here. So, okay, after you remove, it's an 8mm. I don't have a 13mm right down here. Okay, after you loosen those bolts over there, right here, on this right here, there should be two 10mm bolts. You pull those off, then you pull these plugs off in the back, right there. Then you got 4 bolts up here, 1, 2, 3, and I think this is the 4th one right here. Okay, you loosen those, and this whole thing right here will come up. Okay, actually this is not an 8, this is a 10 right here. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen it up. I'm going to pull this off. That way I can pull this whole intake out. Okay, I'll go ahead and put that in there. Okay, there's two 10mm bolts, and I'm loosening one right here. Okay, it's coming on out. After that, you go ahead and pull everything off the back. There's a plug right there in the back. Should be, I think, 2 plugs, and then make sure to get that PVC valve. Okay. Okay, after you pulled everything off, you got these 4 bolts. These are 8mm, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You pull those off. And then after that, this whole intake should come right off. So I'll go ahead and pull those off. So I'll go ahead and put this camera down. Okay, go ahead and finish pulling these off. Okay. Okay, this one's longer than the other one, excuse me. So I'll put them all right here. So this whole thing should be ready to just lift right off. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off right here. Okay, and I'm going to put a bungee under it to hold it up. But it's coming off, and make sure to put something down in those holes right there to plug it up, so nothing will get down in there. So let me go ahead and put this down so I can hang it up. Okay, I got it hung up out of the way enough so I can see my fuel injector right here, and see here, I can get some rags and put it in these holes right here to stuff them up. Here's the number 3 injector right here. This is the one we're going to be pulling right here. But I think there's 8mm, yeah. There's one right here and one right here that's holding the fuel rail on. I gotta loosen those in order to pull the fuel rail off. Okay, I just got some rags to go ahead and just fill those up right there so they're out of the way. So you have to pull the injectors off, the leads, or the pigtails off the injectors in order to pull this fuel rail off right here. Okay, your next step I pull is after covering these up is make sure you pull your pigtails off of each injector. This is the one that we're going after right here. And there's two 8mm bolts, one right here and one right here. Get down here where you can see it. They're right down there. There's one right there, and should be one right down there. Okay, you might have to use a wrench to get them off, but let's see if they'll come right off, and you'll be able to remove the fuel rail. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off. Okay, on this model you'll need this type of 8mm wrench because of the way it's angled down in there to pull those bolts off. So let me go ahead and pull those off, and then I can be able to get to this injector right here. Okay, I got both of them loosened. Okay, so you can just reach down there and just pull it off the hand. Just be careful. Kind of hard to see it too with the camera at that angle. Okay, here's one right here. Make sure to put it over here. And here's the second one right here. Not much space to work with, just be careful with it. So after you loosen that, you'll be able to remove the fuel rail here, and then remove this number 3 injector. Okay, got my intake out of the way. So, alright, just be careful. Okay, and here comes the second one right here. So I put both of them right there. So, okay, this is loose right here. So, should be able to pull the fuel rail off right here.